We have an incredible guest today, folks. You'll see this man slated on the fields of Verdansk, running through the trials of Apex Legends, and working for that partner on Splitgate. We've watched this man smack down whole squads by himself, come through in the clutch for that dub. Please welcome the president of the militia, the field general of Verdansk, the often imitated, but the never duplicated, the one, the only, the Degenerate Patriot.
Let's go.
Welcome, baby.
Welcome.
That's an introduction right there.
Oh my gosh, man. It is so cool to meet you finally. I've been on your stream. I've been chatting you up. I've been watching you. It's fun, and it's great to finally meet you, brother.
Absolutely. Absolutely good to finally be with you guys. We've been trying to do this for a little while, and so to actually get in here, it's definitely a blast to be able to get in here. So.
Oh, I'm so excited. Welcome to the party, man.
Yeah.
We're going to have some fun.
That's our thing. We always say, welcome to the party, pal.
Right.
The first thing I wanted to say, and it's big for us, and both Steele and I, it's big for my heart.
Yep.
I wanted to thank you for your service. We both have a big affinity and a big place in our hearts for all our servicemen and women. So thank you, first off, for your service, man. We really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Much love on that. Honestly, sorry. Honestly,
no, we could take a minute if you need it.
If it was
this is not live.
I'd still be in the military, but unfortunately, getting hurt overseas, Uncle Sam had a different agenda for me.
Yeah.
And
I
deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan a couple times. Got hurt, and they let me out with an honorable and medical discharge.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, sorry to hear that. But again, man, that's the sacrifices that people like you make that let me wake up every night and look at my son when I get up in the morning and be grateful that we're where we're at. So thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
From the bottom of my heart.
Absolutely.
It's near and dear to me for sure.
We're big on the service members. We've had quite a few on the show. They're the best, right? They literally are the best society has to offer. So thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. It's like I said, being in the military, it was something that actually, growing up, I actually wanted to be a fighter pilot.
Really?
Okay.
Okay. That's so cool.
Little Top Gun.
I wanted to be. I wanted to be a fighter pilot, but the funny thing is, I actually was told in high school that I was too short.
What?
That I couldn't, because apparently I mean, things may have changed, but back then they said that you had to be, I think it was like 5'10" or 5'11" and no taller than like 6'4" or 6'5" or something like that because of the cockpit.
Yeah.
So you're part of a gaming team, Team Xcluded. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? How you became a part of it? What the team's all about? Maybe what you guys do?
So absolutely. So Team Xcluded, it's an organization that actually started off as a car club.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, it started
Cool.
off as a car club in Houston, Texas. It was a bunch of guys that got together, and they would go to all the car shows, and Joey, or Xcluded Joey, if anyone's in chat and they see him, that's the CEO of the organization.
Okay.
Him and his friends and we're all together, and like I said, they did all that, and they got pretty big with sponsorship deals as far as the car side and everything like that.
Oh wow.
And and so the gaming organization and the car side are completely separate.
Okay.
So they're not actually
Makes sense.
tied together. But so they all decided, hey, we go to this car show and then we come back and we play video games for another 5 hours or whatever. Let's start up an esports team.
There you go.
And so they did. They started up. They started Team Xcluded, and I believe it was January of 2020 is when they started getting the ball rolling.
Okay.
And Joey and Ralph were doing a lot of the scouting, as far as people. And, so I was the third person actually brought on, as far as content creator.
So you've been there fairly long then, since they've started the gaming thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, so I started streaming September, October of 2020.
Okay.
Okay.
And so, I was doing everything, and it was in January 2020 2021 when they got in touch with me. So, about 8 months that I've been with the organization at this point.
Nice.
And I definitely look forward to re-signing with them and everything like that after the year and whatnot, because I did do a year contract with them.
Nice.
But so there was one guy, his name was Sega, and then Killer Bree were the two creators before me, the content creators before me that were signed on, and I was the third one. And they found me. And it was crazy.
Wow.
It was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning my time. I'm sitting there grinding, and all of a sudden I see this guy come in, and his name's Xcluded, Joey, and I greet him just like I greet anybody else. Hey, how's it going?
Yep.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And we're chatting a little bit, and then all of a sudden, maybe 5-10 minutes later, someone else comes in, Xcluded, Ralph, and I'm like, oh hey, how's it going, Ralph? Like,
what's up?
Yeah, something's up
Are
here.
you brothers? Are we brothers?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
I was like, you guys brothers? You guys just good friends? Because like I used to my gamer name before the Degenerate Patriot was Optimus Prime.
Okay.
And because I'm a big Transformers fan, and it was actually a nickname that was also given to me when I was in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
Nice.
And so I used to run the Autobots. That's what I ran. And it was funny because I had a whole bunch of a big group of guys that I played with, that all of a sudden, there was Ironhide, there was, Sentinel Prime, Jazz, you name it. Like we had like the whole crew. And but then, when I went to go stream, it was like, well, I can't really rock Optimus Prime and run the Autobots for copyright reasons. So
Yeah.
what do I do? And being being a Marine, we're known as kind of being degenerates, I guess you could say.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
As far as the military goes. And then I'm a big patriot, as you can tell.
Yeah.
I'm all about the USA and everything like that. So I'm like, right there, it fits, Degenerate Patriot, and that's how I got my name. But anyway, so so they hop in, and I'm like, I like, you guys part of a group or something? They're like, oh, we work together. Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
And maybe about half hour goes by. We're just chatting. I'm just playing, and all of a sudden, one of them goes, hey, like, we don't see that you have a business email or anything set up. Like, is there a way that we can contact you? We have a business opportunity for you. Like, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
What kind of business opportunity?
What kind of scam is this?
What kind of pyramid scheme are you running now?
What's next?
What do I got to sell, and who do I have to do it to?
Right. And even to add it, they're in Texas, so they're 2 hours ahead of me.
Yeah.
So it's like 5 a.m. their time. And I'm just like, well, hey, like, here's my Discord. You can hit me up on Discord. And then he gave me a little nitbit in a Discord message. And after I read it, I and this was after a few minutes or whatever.
Yep.
Literally was like, hey, chat, so that's gonna do it for tonight. I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. It ended stream because he was asking like when we could talk, because his partner was on and everything like that. And I was like, let's do it right now. Like, and so like I said, I ended stream, got into it, and he told me kind of his vision with the organization, how he thinks that I could help them, how they could help me.
Okay.
Kind
Nice.
of laid everything out, and I was like, like, I'm liking what this sounds. I'm liking it. And so he sent me over the contract, and it was all on the up and up. He was like, hey, like, I'm gonna send you a contract. This isn't the one we're gonna sign, but this is the contract that I'm gonna send you. You can read it over. You can have legal take a look at it. Make sure everything is all good to go. Everything was all on the up and up. And it was just the way that he sends it to actually sign it. It's in a specific document to where like it can't be changed.
Yeah.
You know, so and it was the same like everything was the same, but he sent it over, and it's just literally almost like a DocuSign almost, but a little bit different, to where it's just like, hey, sign here, sign here, sign here, and you're good. And so yeah, the next day, you know, I signed up with them, and a couple days later announced that that I was a content creator with them.
Nice,
That's
man.
fantastic. That's
a
awesome.
wicked story too, man.
For sure.
I love it.
Oh yeah, and I mean, Team Xcluded, like it's such an awesome organization. I mean, you know, it's obviously a very new organization. It's not a very widely known organization.
I've seen some people rocking it though. I think your boys with the Hoff and Dallas.
So Hoff actually just signed on.
Yeah, that's who I saw it with
last week. Yeah, Hoff just signed on about last week, and I've been friends with Hoff for a while. You know, he's in the Marine Corps. He's an awesome.
Oh, is
guy.
he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah, he's actually currently in the Marine Corps.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so he's currently in the Marine Corps. So you know, we're obviously having that Marine bond. It just kind of clicked. But you know, so yeah, he just signed on with this. Just, you know, like I said, I think it was like last week.
Oh, cool.
Nice!
Congratulations to Hoff, man.
Right?
Yeah,
right?
congrats to Hoff.
Yeah, I went and watched him a couple times. Actually,
that
more than
kid
a
can
couple.
play.
Yeah, him and Dallas are they're legit.
Yeah, he's cracked at the game. And it's hilarious because we would get so many hacker accusations and stuff like that. I'm just like, dude, you're bad compared to him. Like he's built different.
He's just different.
Dog water, bro.
Right?
You're that guy.
Right?
Yeah,
He is that guy. He is that guy.
Yeah. So you know, and I've played a lot with Hoff, and I have a lot of fun playing with Hoff, because, you know, he is that good. You know, he thought about doing competitive, and, you know, wanted to get on the competitive team, but, you know, some things with his life kind of changed up. So it just, you know, he's like, you know, the competitive scene isn't really is going to work for him, at least right now. So, you know, he's like, hey, I want to get on with Xcluded, content creator, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
And so, you know, so he got on, but playing with him, like, you got to be able to keep up. you got to be able to keep up, or you're getting left behind.
Yeah,
that's just what it is.
Absolutely.
So,
bounty after bounty after bounty until there's none left, or you're dead.
UAV.
Bounty UAV kill. Bounty UAV kill. Bounty UAV kill.
Yeah,
that's exactly
rinse and
what
repeat,
it is.
baby, until the game's over or you're dead.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
So now, so we've watched you just kill it on Warzone. Are there any other titles that you play?
So, you know, you mentioned Apex, like, you know, Splitgate. You know, those are kind of the primary ones. I'm really excited for the new Halo to come out.
Yeah.
You know, Battlefield I like, but I've never been a big Battlefield fan. Like, I love the mechanics. I love the destructive mechanic. I love the destructive mechanics, you know, being able to destroy buildings. I love the bullet drop, like the realism of the bullets, to where it's not
a little slower though.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's where it kind of throws me off, because I like that fast-paced game. And, you know, with Battlefield, it's not quite like that. And I know with Warzone and stuff like that, you know, they put in a little bit of the bullet drop and stuff like that, but it's still not like Battlefield.
No, you'll never be able to tell me the gun mechanics and the movement and everything is better on COD than Battlefield, because COD is so unrealistic. It's arcade, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
Yeah,
like it's.
It is fun. It's
absolutely fun, and I've gotten so many people come in, you know, because you know, I was an infantry machine gunner in the Marine Corps, and you know, I would get people all the time be like, hey, so like, how close is this to like real life? And I'm like, not even close, dude.
No,
not even close.
No,
not even,
no.
Yeah, and it's funny because the recoil is on some of the weapons is bad. Not even close to what a real gun is recoil is.
I've got a buddy, a maritime mogul. If you're in the chat, he's a Navy officer, and he used to be the boarding party. So they ran MP5 and 6 Hour and all that stuff. And he was telling me the MP5 does not move. You can put 30 rounds downrange, 25, 30 yards into a quarter, and it doesn't move.
Oh yeah, I mean I mean, when you're shooting, I mean, guns in general, you know, each gun is going to have a little bit different of a recoil. But yeah, the MP5 is a phenomenal gun, just the way that it's built. But I mean, if you can get a good base. You get that good base when you're shooting. Your body takes that recoil to where it doesn't move. So
that's awesome.
But yeah, the recoil in the game with the MP5, it kind of confuses me with the MP5 in the game, because you got the Cold War MP5 and then you got the Modern
Which
Warfare
is all over
MP5.
the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's like the Cold War hits harder than the Modern Warfare, unless you're doing hip fire with the Modern Warfare, then it's better than the Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's the same damn gun.
Yeah, so it's literally the same gun. I mean, you look at the MP5 back then and the MP5 now, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
well, it's the Modern Warfare one is kind of back to when it was the meta, back when the game when
it
I
is
first
right
jumped
now
on the game, because it is that powerful. It is that good.
Oh.
It's quick. The ADS is quick. The hip fire is
Hip
ridiculous.
fire.
The hip fire is just the nastiest shit on the planet.
Well, that's why the Modern Warfare MP5, that was actually the first gun that I got Obsidian.
Nice. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love
you
that
got
gun.
good taste.
I mean, it is a great gun. I mean, my go-to gun right now, I'd probably say either the MP5, the Modern Warfare MP5, or the Bullfrog are my go-to SMGs.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's my favorite too as well.
Those
you can take a quad out with it.
Oh yeah, I mean, and having the size round or the magazine size that the Bullfrog does, I mean, it's glorious. The Mac 10 is another one that I'll run. It just depends on the play style that I'm going for. If I'm running a push class, I'm running the Mac 10 just because I have a build on there, and the Mac 10 is the quickest moving SMG that you can get, and it's more or less like I'll use it, but it's more or less to get from one place to the other as quick as possible.
It's true. It's true. I totally agree. I noticed, like, I love the Mac 10 for a little bit further range and strafing, maybe, like if you're going to ADS, but the Bullfrog and MP5, when you're playing that up close in your face style, it's not much that beats that.
No.
Yeah. The CX9 is not bad. I'm currently working on trying to get a YouTube video with the CX9. The biggest downfall that I'm finding with the CX9 though is the movement speed. The movement speed on it is a little rough compared to the other SMGs.
It's a big gun in general, so it makes sense.
It is. I mean, the rate of fire is ridiculous. But the other thing that I've noticed is anything past about 30 meters, you really start getting a damage drop off. About 30 meters, and you get a big damage drop off. But up close, there's not too many guns that can go head to head with it.
It's so fast.
Close. Just because, the TTK on it's ridiculous. So, and if you're hitting your headshots, they're done.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over, Johnny.
It's over, Johnny. It's over.
So, but because I mean, like I've been running it with the Krig, and then and I mean the C58 and the Krig, that's meta guns right now.
If you're using another AR outside of those two, I'm not sure why. Maybe we need to talk. But
the Krig has zero recoil. Like, you put it on somebody and it just stays there. You get a light kick at the first maybe like 3 or 4 shots, and then pull it down. And after that, I don't even need to touch my controller anymore. I just get to hit it. Just there we go.
Absolutely.
Take it.
I mean, that's one gun that and I know it got kind of a secret buff that a lot of people aren't aware of. But the M13, that's the second gun that I actually got Obsidian.
Nice.
I am a big fan of the M13. I actually dropped my biggest kill with the M13 and MP5, which was 36 kills.
Let's go in Verdansk.
In Verdansk,
man, bringing the big stick right there.
Let's
with
go.
The M13 and MP5, and but unfortunately, I gotta say it can't match up to the Krig and the C58 right now.
Nah, it doesn't have the TTK. It's got great strafing and ADS and all that stuff, but the TTK for me it's not. There's better things in it.
It takes a hot minute. It takes a hot minute to get him down. I picked one up and I was like, that's a good gun, but man, I've got to put too many shots in somebody.
It just depends on how you build it. Like I have a specific build that literally I haven't changed like since season 1.
Ooh,
like when the game started.
Yeah.
When the game actually started. last year or whatever, um,
Yep.
it hasn't really changed. You know, I've used it the same way, and it still to this day does the same thing that it did then. And you know, like I said, it'll go toe to toe with a lot of the guns, but you know, they got a Krager C58, you're done.
Yeah,
So.
it's just the way the game works with the metas. But sticking with Warzone here. So before we even really get into the intricacies of Warzone, we can't really say anything or talk about anything without talking about the state of the game right now. What's your take on the, yeah?
Why do you think I've been playing Apex a lot?
Right. I mean,
he just puts his head. Yeah, what do you think about it?
Where do you think we're at? And like, is this the worst we've ever seen it? Is it? Can we recover from it? Is this game dying? Is it gonna bounce back? What do you think?
It is. I think it is the worst that it's been at right now. I mean, you even look at you know, and take Nick and Tim out of the equation.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at the amount of viewers, we'll just say Twitch. I mean, we're not even looking at YouTube or Facebook gaming or anything like that. Just Twitch. You know, on an average, you know, a few months ago, you know, Warzone averages 140 to 190,000 people in there.
100%.
Yep. We just had this conversation off air.
Today.
Yep.
And literally, you look at it now, and you know, I've seen it where it's 60,000.
I saw 40 last night.
Yeah, 40. Yeah, I've seen it down to 40,000. There's a lot of people going away from it just because there's way too many hackers. You know, it's, and you know, at this point, and I'll be 100% late. You know, lately, I've been using a VPN just to get away from the hackers. But the thing with the VPN is everybody else is using VPN at this point, to where SBMM is pretty much out the window when you VPN. You know, and so you're getting into these matches to where some of these like big like players have been asking for, like that's what they've been asking for, is just take the skill-based matchmaking out and just put it in, which, you know, I think skill-based matchmaking is good, because no one wants to go in there and just get shut down over and over and over and over, you know, game after game after game.
If you're a new player and you get wrecked all day, are you going to come back and play again? Probably not.
Exactly. No one wants to sit there and go against Huskers or Aiden and you know, Nick or Tim or any of them game after game after game.
No.
You know, so having the skill-based matchmaking, I think, is really good. I think they need to, you know, loosen up on it a little bit, but I mean, with how it is now, like I said, when you VPN, you know, it's you get into those kind of lobbies where you're going against those people. You know, it's like, because when you use the VPN, like normally the ones that I'll run on are like the New Zealand or Hawaii one. If I'm doing it, and you know, I've been using that if it's just like, if I'm just trying to like chill, like sub nights when I'm playing with like subscribers, I'll run the VPN because I'm not trying to sweat. I'm not trying to freaking get sweaty. I'm not trying to just like I'm trying to have a good time. Yeah, I'm just trying to chill, have a good time with my subscribers. Yeah. And so I'll VPN it, and you know, we'll be on a Hawaii server or a New Zealand server or whatever the case is. But now, because of how the game is, with how many hackers and everything that there are, you know, it's you have to, just to get away from it. And so everybody else is doing it. So now you're getting thrown into lobbies where you're going against these demons, and it's just like, you know, I'm doing it to try to get away from the hackers, but I'm not trying to sweat, but I'm having to sweat. And it's like, I'm just trying to have fun with it. Like, you know, game with my subscribers and viewers and stuff. You know, it's like there's one day, and I used to do it every single week. And, I did it with Hoff. We had Sweaty Wednesday, and it was Sweaty Wednesday where it was me, Hoff, and a couple other guys would go in there, and it was just straight a sweat fest. We're going high kills, wins, like that's what we're focused on. And I set one day a week for it. The rest of the time, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling, just having a good time, you know, because like we were talking, you know, there's a big difference from a content creator and a tournament player.
For sure.
You know, and I'm not knocking their streams or anything like that, but we'll say, perfect example, you know, we'll look at some bigger streamers. There's a feud between these two guys, and everybody knows it. Nick and Huskers. Okay. Nick, you look at his average viewers. he has a lot of average viewers, 50, 60, 70, 80,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huskers 4, 5, 6. I've seen him maybe up to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huskers is more of a tournament player, not
Yeah.
a content creator.
Yeah.
And so he's more focused on the game, not chat.
Yep.
Where Nick, okay, when he's playing, yes, he's about the game, but he's also about like the entertainment aspect of it.
It's a show.
Yeah,
Huskers, I don't get the show vibe when I'm watching.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. And so, and that's why, and like I said, Huskers is a great streamer. Huskers is a great streamer. He's a great player.
Oh, he's fucking phenomenal player.
He's great.
Some of the stuff he does, it's like, why didn't know that was possible?
Yeah.
I did kill him once.
Not what? Nice.
I did kill him once. I only got him once.
Did he come back and get you?
No, it actually he ended up losing his gulag because like when I killed him, I didn't know it was him at first because like I was actually doing an undercover noob. Which real quick, an undercover noob is I go into the game like I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, like playing with randos?
Yeah, playing with the rando. I'm like, oh hey, like you're gonna have to walk me through this. Just kind of put on a show.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I see my teammate get knocked down by Huskers, and I saw that he was running his gold clan tag. I'm like, oh no. Okay. Well, undercover noob just went out the window. Like I got a freaking sweat, and so I did get Huskers. I did get Huskers. The overall game didn't end up being good enough to necessarily put out to be a YouTube video. So it didn't make it to a YouTube video. But I did get him. There's a few other players that I've gotten, but I mean, like I said, so Huskers, he's a great player, great streamer. I'm not saying anything negative, but that's just a comparison of you look at a content creator and you look at a tournament player. There's a big difference.
Absolutely, there is.
So it's like before Hoff, and I love Hoff, absolutely love him. He's a great guy. I'm friends with him, and stuff like that. And before he decided to make the move to being a content creator, you looked at his streams, and he would average 5, 10, viewers. Every so often 15, and he didn't have that much viewership. But that's because he at that time he was focused on the tournament side of things. Yeah, he wanted to be, he wanted to make his name and have these people like Huskers and all this other stuff sit there and be like, oh, who's this Hoff guy? And and so that's what he was doing. Mad respect for it. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
But now, if you look at his viewership, now that he's gone to the content creation part of it, and now is focused more on the streaming, just in the last couple of weeks, I've seen him go from 15 to now averaging 25, 30, 35 viewers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's a show now.
Yeah,
exactly. So I mean, there's a big difference from doing all of that.
Yeah, no, and speaking of the streaming, first off, where can people find your stream?
So my stream, you can find it at twitch.tv/the Degenerate Patriot. Any of my social medias, if they honestly at this point, if you Google the Degenerate Patriot, you're gonna find my Twitter, you're gonna find my Instagram, you're gonna find all of that stuff. It's gonna have my link tree to all of my stuff.
Okay. And what days and times do you stream?
So right now, I'm doing quite a bit actually right now. So the only day I'm taking off, and actually it started this week, the only day I'm taking off from streaming is Tuesday.
Okay.
And so unless something comes up, like if I'm trying to do a co-stream with another content creator and just like Tuesday's the only day that we can work it, then I'll do it Tuesday. But at the time, like right now, it's every day but Tuesday. Nighttime streams are 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, and then morning streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday are 2 streams on that day.
Okay.
And
man, you grinding, baby. You putting in the grind.
If you want to watch Patriot, just turn on Twitch. He's probably on, guys.
Just turn it on. So keeping up with all of my community, I like my Discord. I only started in March, and I want to say, I give you an actual number right now. We got 423 people in there. It's not too much, but we just started it in, I think it was March or April that we started it. And I've just have grown it to so many different channels inside of it. You know, one of the biggest things in there for me, and one thing that my channel is kind of geared around is mental health.
Yeah,
Oh,
I see that.
nice. Love that.
I'm actually on that quite a bit.
Yeah, you know, so
I love it.
I suffer from PTSD, you know, anxiety
For sure.
and depression, you know,
Yep.
and I'll put it out there, and I have no problem talking about it. You know, some
Yeah.
people don't like to talk about it, but you know, some of the things that I went through overseas really kind of hit me, and it's just it's things that are just like forever burned in your mind that you just are never going to be able to forget.
I can't even imagine. Honestly, I can't even imagine the things
Yeah.
you guys go through. Not even
Yeah.
a little bit.
And you know, so it's like, and I have a really good handle on it at this
Good.
point. You know, I have
That's
a really
awesome.
good handle on it, and not to say that I don't, you know, get some anxiety stuff that comes up, and you know, it still happens from time to time. But I've been able to notice kind of things that trigger it for me, and so I take myself out of those situations so it doesn't
sure.
happen.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, but then gaming also helped me with my PTSD, which is why I wanted to start
Man, that's
streaming.
awesome.
Because since gaming helped me with my PTSD, I figured if I could start a community, what kind of help can I put out there for other people? And
Absolutely.
it doesn't have to be just military. Anybody, you know, any person out there, you know, it could be a mom of three, it could be a guy that is a lumberjack, you know, it doesn't matter, you know,
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
anybody's welcome in the community and whatnot. And so in my Discord, I have a mental health section to where I have links that you can go in if you're looking for help. So there's websites, there's hotlines, there's a lot of different things that are in
Awesome.
there.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of
That's
different
beautiful.
resources for people to be able to use. And then I also have like a mental health checkup tab in there to where, you know, people can talk. And one of my biggest rules is I don't care whatever said is in that channel stays in that channel, and I don't care if you're the top donator in my channel or if you're my wife. You know, if you take something from that channel, that mental health, and put it anywhere else, and it goes out anywhere else, and you know, putting dirty laundry out there, you're gone.
Yep.
Done.
There's no
Yeah. It has to be that way.
no ifs, ands, or buts, because that's a place where people can come, feel safe, you know, be able to talk with other people, you know, whether they want to do a one-on-one with me, you know, anyone in the community, because there's so many different things, because something that I may have PTSD for, another person may have PTSD, but on a different level. They may have CPTSD, you know, there's different things, and people have PTSD for different reasons.
Sure. Yep.
And, you know, so there may be someone in there that has similar situations that they've been in, they'd be like, oh, hey, like this is what helped me.
Absolutely. It's
You
great
know,
to vent it, right? It's great to get it.
Yeah.
When you're in those situations, I grew up in a family of therapists, and when you're in those situations and you have the opportunity to get it out, and somebody can identify with that, and it creates a bond inside of you and inside your mind. I'm not alone. Because when you're experiencing PTSD, anxiety, depression, those things, you always feel alone. And that's where it takes it to that end, the bad end. But if you understand that somebody is on the same page as you, now you're not alone. And those are the things with PTSD, anxiety, and depression, the aloneness. Because I suffer from it too. I suffer from it big time. Like when we get on our stream, there's times my anxiety so bad I can't even hold my controller. And, you know, it's mine's from football, concussions, whatever. But what you do is phenomenal. What you do is phenomenal.
Yeah,
I've been in
that's
your
great,
streams.
man.
I've watched your streams when you're doing it. And one thing I did want to make a point, and I'm glad you brought all this up, is I wanted to let you know your streams are awesome, because I've heard you talk about it many times in it. And thank you. Thank you to everybody that experiences it.
Yeah.
You're doing a
Great service
job.
to the community.
Great job.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, it's huge for me, because not only have I been in that dark place, you know, and like I said, I have no problem talking about it. You know, I've been in a place to where, you know, and this was a long time ago, but I thought about, you know, suicide. I thought about it. You know, it was something that was really heavy on my mind.
It's real.
And
It's real.
You know, it took a lot for me to get out of that rut. but I was able to, and so, unfortunately, like I have, I got a bunch of names on my arm, of people that passed away overseas, but not only just overseas, but losing to that fight within. And so it really hits home to me. I have brothers that I've served overseas with that have lost that fight, unfortunately. And so, I want to do everything I can to try to help other people. And, that's also something that was really great with like Blue and Lines, is their community is kind of geared around that as well.
Yeah.
So we all just clicked, and it wasn't like, oh, hey, let's be stream partners. It was like all of a sudden, Lines raided me because someone in my community is also in his community, was like, hey, like, go raid this guy. And so he raided me. Obviously, the rest is history.
Yeah.
And then Blue, he raided me. And that night I was like, hey, you want to hop in a game? And again, the rest is history, and we started playing. We started playing all the time. I mean, I probably sit there and talk to Lines and Blue, and sometimes it drives my wife crazy because I sit here and I play for hours.
That's
with
like
them.
us, our wives.
I sit here and I play hours with them, and then first thing that happens 20 minutes after stream, Lines calling me on my phone, like, dude, this stream, man, like, that was good. And
right there, Bubba. It's the same thing right here.
Yeah. So
it's awesome. I love it.
That's fantastic.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, brother. I'm gonna tell you what you're doing is phenomenal. People who are watching this, go check the man out. He is unreal, and he's a great game player and even a better person. I'm happy you brought all of that up because there's so much that can be done with that. So awesome.
Absolutely.
But why don't we jump into a game? You're gonna take the lead. We're gonna try and keep up with you, and let's see what we can get done.
So, how long have you guys been doing the podcast now?
We've been doing our show 15 weeks.
Yep. This will be our 16th episode.
It's been an awesome ride. I mean, we did it and we thought, maybe people will like it, maybe they won't, but let's just go have fun doing it. And
you're going to the war.
It's been awesome. Our community is probably the best supportive community I've ever seen.
It's crazy, bro. We get so much engagement. People love hanging out with us, and we love hanging out with them. It's great.
Well, and I mean that's kind of like how I started streaming, because I'm gonna try it out, see if I can help some people, and if not, well, I'm gonna have fun doing it. And it was funny because I remember when I told my wife, and she's like, "Who's gonna sit there and watch you stream?"
It's all YouTube for the pics.
Yeah. Where are we going, Bob? It's all you. There you go.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, our community is crazy. We have a 79% subscription rate, and our viewership is in the 30% of our followers.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, I remember we got one team going big house.
Yep. What side did they go? They are over by us.
Too short. I've got 8 plates on me if you need some.
I'm working on a gun for now.
I got 2 shotguns if you want one.
I got a pistol and a good attitude.
There's a guy in here. Guy in my building.
Okay, I'm good.
Copy that.
I'm good. I'm coming. I got an SMG and an LMG. I'm good.
Where's he at? Upstairs now?
Oh, another one.
He's down to Thurston.
Nice.
Running over to us by the moving truck. Oh, fuck.
I'll find you.
I ran into that truck. Yep, nice.
He's down, squad wipe, done.
Good job.
Nice.
Get turned on. He just got
That's a bit
fucking
better of a
turned on.
Yeah, you did.
Poor son of a bitch.
Oh. Nice. God, just maybe forget how to do
Jesus.
Back 10.
it.
I got those pull trigger.
Yeah, the Mac 10.
Yep.
I picked
You
up this
grabbed
guy's
it.
silence Mac 10. So.
I heard window
Nice.
break. I just heard window break. Oh, that's Patriot.
well,
That's
I did
Patriot.
too. Okay. Are we 5, 7, 8, 9? We need
Patriot, I
like a
have 3
grand.
plates, brother.
There's 5 right
I
here.
just
I've
Yeah.
got 8.
realized I had 5 plates. I'm good.
Okay.
Where can we go to grab a few more bucks?
Let's see.
We got the buy
Well,
here.
there should be a box. Normally there's a box in here.
I've already got that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Ooh, I'll take that.
Good try,
I'll take
IHOP.
some nasty shots.
Yeah,
at
IHOP's
the
good.
other day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down here.
What are we at?
But no,
7?
so you know, with
7,800?
having the
20,
here I just picked up some.
2,200 is what we need.
Uh,
We've got 7.
I just found a little bit.
95.
Found a little.
We've got a
I
9
got, we got it.
loading.
Yep, meet you back to buy.
Extra plate here.
I'll say
2 plates on me.
I'm full.
But yeah, so my wife, you know, they said I started streaming and I put up the. I think I'm gonna snipe this game. Just,
There you go.
There you go.
have a little fun with it.
Our money's on
You know, I
buy for
put
you,
the-
Patriot.
The donation. I'll give it a second. The donation tab. And I remember it was like maybe my 5th day. And
It won't
someone
let me
donated
drop,
me
so maybe.
$5. Yeah, I'll drop for you. I hate it.
Yep.
Someone donated $5. And I remember I was so excited that someone donated $5.
Right?
So I
Right?
run out to the living room. Someone just donated me $5. And my wife's like, who the hell would give you $5? And so now,
That's
you know,
hilarious.
she's
We
one
got
of the
groups
main.
here?
She's like the main
And
model
here.
in the stream.
Yeah, I meant to ask you because we wanted to get into that. So you've incorporated your wife into your show, like she's a part of the show, and like
yeah,
I think that's so cool, man. Where?
He's there.
I can look at that.
Wait, oh shit! Dang it!
I'm
I
pressed.
keep forgetting. I just lost my knife.
Heading this way.
Ping on Apex is the right bumper,
Oh wow.
and I just threw
So-
my knives and not.
So we got into it a little bit. You've been playing it, and a lot of people, well, before everybody kind of moved over, were like, "Oh, no one will ever do that. People's numbers will tank. People will lose revenue. It's not going to happen." But what I'm seeing is the opposite. People are actually doing better on it. Are you experiencing that yourself, or is it better, worse?
Apex, it's a hit or miss to be honest. It depends.
On my way to bounty.
Yeah. Me too.
It depends, but
No
you
visual?
know, I'm liking
He's
Apex.
moving left.
It's different. Yeah, they're moving left.
Yep. I see them.
He's in the building.
They're gonna go inside and check up.
Yeah, he pushed over there.
They just popped back as well.
That's
I think
another
that's
team.
a different team.
On me. Reach my back. I'm gonna go down.
Yeah.
He's up in the building. Construction. Second floor construction. They're up on tall apartments as
And
well.
on top of tallest too. Oh, I just got third partied.
Yeah.
Yep. Damn it.
Welcome to the Gulag. If you survive, you earn your freedom.
I got
Now,
two people.
fight started. You're up next, mate. Get ready.
Oh, dang it. I got one. His buddy got me. His buddy was one shot though. But
You
yeah,
win
no,
this
with
fight,
my
you
wife
return to
doing
the
it,
front
it's
line. But if you lose,
it
you're
really
done
is,
here.
it's a different dynamic.
Sort them out or capture
And
the
chat
objective.
loves it.
He's in the spawn fella. Oh yeah, I noticed that all the time. He's still in his spawn, middle spawn.
Yeah.
He's pushing him.
Bust up in there. We're bringing you home.
Dude, I stunned him.
Yeah.
Ow.
Let's see.
I hate
Oh,
this
it's a
guy.
flash.
While you're back,
Alright, so still in the spawn. Still in the spawn. Maybe it's AFK. He may be AFK.
Oh, wow. He faked it. Yeah.
Oh. But so yeah, it's a different dynamic. And you know, it's crazy because I can see like the change in chat too. Because I'm able to keep chat going, but with you know, especially first-person shooters, you know, it's sometimes
tough.
it's hard to keep it going because you know you get immersed in where's the contract number?
Well, let's see. You know, you've got this, but there's no vehicle. Never mind.
Not now.
We got a
Maybe
flag
later.
here.
Vehicle marked. Tagging a supply run contract.
I have 10 seconds. I got 10 seconds to load out. Let's see. And there's shooting going on over there. I'm gonna go over here because it's guaranteed it's gonna drop it back to her. Watch, loadout's gonna drop it somewhere right here.
Yeah, they're shooting right there.
Oh,
There's
close to
boxes.
it.
Yep.
I was pretty close. Why? Because it wants to put me right next to all of them. But yeah, like the dynamic is also a little bit different when she's not in there, just because.
Yeah.
You know, she keeps chat flowing.
Oh yeah, she does.
When I'm not.
You're immersed in the game. Yeah.
Go on, go for it.
Night.
That was so.
Night.
Oh, he's probably screaming.
Man, I'll tell you what, you lullabied the shit out of him.
Right?
That was awesome.
The question is, I got 2 bullets. But yeah, no, it's definitely a different dynamic.
Well, your wife, the one thing I'll tell you about your wife is phenomenal. Every time I jump in there, you know, I love your stream. I do. Especially late at night when I'm going to bed and I need to unwind. I'll jump in, just watch you, hang out. But the minute I make a comment, the missus is the first one. Hey, Gorilla, how are you doing? Blah blah blah, and I love it. It's quite a great dynamic.
It really is.
Is there? I'm not gonna make that. He's over
Vendor.
there. See if I can cut him off. I gotta go that way anyways.
Yep.
I only have 2 sniper rounds. This is great.
Oh, there's that truck again.
Yeah, no, she's really good at doing that. What sucks is they made it to where you can't snipe them
Out of
from
the back
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all I gotta say right now, Patriot, is you got a handful of spit and some bad intentions right now. Let's go do it. I'm excited.
Right. Yeah, and it's funny because the whole reason why she even got into it is after I told her, like, oh, you know, someone gave me $5.
Yeah.
She's like, man, I gotta check this out, you know, and so she checked it out, and all of a sudden now she's the main mod, and she's definitely not afraid to drop the band hammer when necessary.
That's awesome.
That's the one thing. Don't piss off the wife in stream. She will drop that band hammer in a heartbeat, and she has no remorse.
It's over. It's over, Johnny.
And I'll sit there and I'll ask. Or they'll ask me.
You do a
like,
supply run or?
Hey, is there a supply run?
None. Well, there's one way over here.
No. Okay.
Grab this. Actually,
sit there and ask. I might be able to get enough to get him.
Okay, I won't bother with it then.
I got 36. We got enough to get him right now.
Okay, I'll meet you at Capitol maybe.
Actually, I can get him. So,
Oh, you got him. Okay.
if you find a place to, maybe get guns, just grab some guns. They just bought loadout.
Go hospital. Oh, never mind. I'm getting lasered.
Yeah, they're right here.
Yeah,
I'll find a place.
Yeah.
they just bought loadout.
Not now. Maybe later.
I can't see them.
Oh, I landed on bank. It's not looted over here. Left of hospital. I can get a vehicle and come and meet you guys. Or you guys can come and whatever works.
I just found a somewhere, so it should be make But yeah, like, I'll get people and they're like, "Hey, why'd you ban me?" I'm like, "I don't know. Ask my wife." Like,
That's
"Well,
amazing.
Can I be unbanned?
What?
Ask the wife.
I don't know.
But it's your channel. Well, yeah, ask the wife.
They're obviously not married.
Yeah.
I got people. One red dot just popped up over here on me.
Safe zone
I
relocated.
got people.
I mean, none of this is looted. I'm finding shit.
It's looted on the backside towards police station. He's on top of. Somebody's dead up there.
Nice.
There was a team right here. Oh, yep.
Where'd that come from?
Wait a minute.
Is somebody doing the thing?
Maybe.
How far away was it?
He was. I can't mark it right now, but he's where the chopper is. If you bring up, he's right here.
Oh, I just got sniped at, and I don't know from where.
That's probably them. If you're,
I
if you're
got
on
a
top of that
vehicle.
building.
Gonna jump towards you, Frillo.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and sneak up here. I hear gunshots left, snipers, about 150 out.
Yeah, that would make sense to be right where that helicopter.
We almost got enough to get him.
Copy.
But yeah, it is. It's hilarious. People just like.
You can live with that.
"You unbanned?"
Oh!
no.
He's on the hilly. Man, he's good. I'm gonna give him some props.
We have to make for the
That,
safe.
that's what I'm saying. Was it the guy with the Pellington?
Yep.
It was hard because like when he shot me, it kind of lagged for a second, and it didn't look like he hit my head.
What the?
Yeah.
See that?
That rocket almost got you. It's a good thing that was an
It
RPG.
I just don't.
Jetty right there. Wait, you had a trophy system and you didn't put it on there?
I jumped in that car and just wanted to run because I knew that sniper was up on the building. I
No,
wasn't
you
fucking
didn't.
around with that.
No, I wouldn't either. That guy's a pretty good sniper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Taking like a bastard.
Yeah, you're pinging at 137.
Actually, not bad for me. But this is not normal. The jitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a little bit. I'm gonna.
Yeah, Great Patriot for sure.
Let's see. I'm gonna drop on this scabby up there.
Okay, you want to hit that last one, then I'll buy him.
You got a guy jumping in right here.
Bullying, or he's coming for me.
Oh crap!
Up top, right on top of him. Two of them. One to
I
your
don't know
left still.
how I didn't die right there.
I tagged him up a little bit.
You got one directly behind you, up and left, too. Okay, there you go.
Got one over here.
Another gun. This DMR is trash.
No way, man. One shot in the gun shop.
How many?
One.
One.
Two
He's
on
literally
top.
one shot.
Two on top of that roof that you were at.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, surprisingly,
Wow!
I don't no.
Oh my goodness! What's going on? What a great interview. All I gotta say is the man is awesome. That was fun as hell. We played like 3 or 4
Hold on, I gotta
games.
figure out my audio situation here for a
You're
little
good.
sec.
You're good. I can hear you. Everything's perfect unless you got something going on. But I will say this.
There we go.
It was awesome. I mean, the guy was awesome. We played 3 or 4 games. The lobbies were sweaty. Holy shit. We ran into like a 1.53 lobby at one point, and I felt the pain. I was like, oh, this is what they deal with all the time. I'm glad I'm not that good.
Yeah.
But Patriot, truly an honor. Truly an honor.
Thank you so much.
To play with you, to meet you, to talk with you. That was awesome. And again, I cannot stress enough. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your time. Amazing.
It really was. I said in the chat there, like, we hung out for probably almost 3 hours, guys, and like we could have kept going, but we both had to get up early for work the next day. We didn't want to keep Patriot till the wee hours of the evening, but we're, hopefully we get a chance to hang out again. Maybe we could do some collaborations on something, but it was an awesome time.
This is live. Now this is
live.
me and him. The interviews, so just to explain for the people that are new here, we do the interviews where we pre-record all interviews, and the reason being for it is our schedules, not everybody's schedules sync up for right now. Right, it's sometimes they're on the West Coast, East Coast. Sometimes they're in England, Europe, Germany. I mean, we had to do DJ CeeLo. He's in Germany. That was our last interview.
Military member as well. He was a 20-year Army vet, retired, working out of the U.S. military base in Germany. He's a great interview. If you want to check it out on YouTube, it was unreal.
Oh my God, dude! They're doing sociables. We got sociable. What the fuck?
I'm gonna make sure they don't see my stash and goods, because that's what I'm having to drink. That's a double sociable, Frilla.
Fuck me! I gotta get through the show. We got another 25 minutes. All right, here's the first. All right, there's one.
That's good.
Santana, here's to you.
Look how clear that is. This fucking pure tanker is.
Anybody who doesn't know me, my drinks are not doubles. There's about 6 ounces of alcohol there.
Frilla's got a 2-drink minimum, and he only puts a minimum 6 ounces in a drink. So do the math if you want to take him out on a date.
Davis,
oh my God, another one.
Davis, here's to you. We still got Davis, and then we got Nate.
Cheers, Davis.
Davis, cheers to you.
Cheers, Nate.
All right, Nate. Here's to you.
Fuck, I made a Frilla drink, and I knew I shouldn't have.
Yeah, you brought that shit on yourself. All right, Nate, here's to you. Here's to me. If by chance we disagree, fuck you. Here's to me. Oh my God, Melissa again. God. Fuck off.
I'm gonna have to go make the stash and goods mid-show again.
Fuck off.
Oh my God.
This is amazing. All right, here we go again. Fuck
off. Everybody else has to drink too. We could, we know. We're like Santa Claus, man.
Drinking this shit, man.
We know if you are drinking. We know if you're a puss.
All right, DK, here's to you, buddy.
Fuck, boys.
Wow. Man, that hurt my feel bads. Wow.
All right, one more. Patriots got one more.
Patriots wipes a big one.
Cheers, brother. Thanks again, man. What a day.
You're awesome. You are absolutely awesome. Here you go.
Holy shit, that's I think I just consumed 3 ounces of alcohol.
Whew. Man, that one's a
Rip.
big one. I pour my drinks extremely strong. Like, so-
I made
so
this one
is my
strong so it
glass.
would last.
Like, that much is Tanqueray, that much is Gatorade, and then that much is water. Wow!
Oh, that
Man!
was Patriot's wife. So, well, cheers to you two. I'll
Yeah,
do another
that's
one because we
Patriot's wife.
fucked up the.
I got
cheers.
Patriot's wife. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Militia, we had...
So, a little
you
bit of
ain't-
backstory before we even go any further. This
Okay.
place, our fan, one of our buddies, his name's DreamWorks. Shout out DreamWorks if you're in the chat. He showed up here one day, never knew who he was, just made his way to the channel, and he's like, "Is this the fucking man cave?" And we were like, "Yes, it fucking is the man cave.
Fuck
Let's
yeah,
go."
it is. We gonna have fun, baby. And all I gotta
Yeah.
say is, Mullet, you ain't seen shit yet.